Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Racing with me, OKCV, where I do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of sauce fumes, I guess. Why is this showing me the back end of my car? I mean, it's got, you know, there we go. It was doing that for quite some time. It was just showing me the back end. It wasn't even doing this like camera fade thing. It was just like, boom, here's the back of my car. This is all you'll get to see. Like a Mr. Policeman, you'll never catch me. You just see the back end of my car. Something like that. Anyway, I have a decision to make. I did this race and I failed. As you can see, there's no checkbox on the right. This finishes the event in first. I did not finish it in first. I could finish it in first, I think, on hard difficulty. Because I came close, but I don't want to do this race more than 3 times. So do I do it on hard and then move it down to medium, or do I move it medium down so then I can go to easy? I'm going to try it again on hard. I'm going to be confident. I'm not confident. I'm going to try to be confident. It is, if we look at the details, the circuit race, the weather's fine. So I think I'll probably be able to do it, and I have to go back and select it again because the stupid menu sets. Okay, let's do it. Hard difficulty. I'll keep it in hard difficulty, AI difficulty. I'm warmed up now. Yes, this is part 2 of a 3-part stream. This is the second stream I'm doing with a new microphone. This is the first Grid Legends stream I'm doing with a new microphone. Last episode and this episode. YouTube episode. And I think I got the microphone dialed in. I might be a little bit mistaken. If you think there's any issues, let me know. It should sound better than my old microphone. For one thing, I can run the air conditioner, which I was not able to do with the old microphone, and then it got ridiculously warm in here. So there's that. It has a better noise gate on it, and it's got equalizer settings, and I can adjust the noise gate and the sensitivity and mic monitoring and other options for the microphone that I couldn't do with my old one. My old one was just a plug-in one, but it was a decent microphone. It just didn't have noise filtering on it, but it sounded good. It sounded nice and clear. This is actually the 3rd headset I bought that's wireless to replace the one I had. I needed a wireless headset for Bluetooth because my new tablet doesn't have Bluetooth. It doesn't have a headset plug, which really annoys me because, you know, you can get better audio with a plug-in mic than you can with a Bluetooth mic, no matter what kind of Bluetooth mic you get. So I needed a Bluetooth mic so I could do voiceovers and stuff. If I do trailers. I don't know if I'm going to do a trailer for the next game that I play after this, but I'm getting close to ending the game. By the time you watch this on YouTube, there I'm sure will have been an announcement. Well, I'm not sure. Maybe I won't do the announcement until after this series is over. But there'll be some kind of announcement. Let's not, please. I don't know which way to go, though. Four laps. I've got 4 laps. I'm in 19th place, which is... Where did I start? I was probably started in 11th, so... I have a feeling I'm not even going to finish in 3rd place this race. They usually start you in 11. I didn't notice where I started. Maybe they started me farther back because it's, you know, the big championship and all. The last race in this using these cars. I do not know this course. I do not know this course. I do not know any course. I'm not driving with a wheel, in case anyone asks. I'm driving with a controller. I used to play racing games with a wheel, but that was back. That was back when I had more space for the wheel and I had a gaming computer. Gave up on the computer for a few reasons. Now I'm playing on a console. I have an Xbox console, but you know, PlayStation people are my brothers and sisters. I have no reason to try to say, oh, this one's better, that one's better. I think parity is pretty much there on the consoles and have been for the last couple of boxes. Although Microsoft did hurt themselves with the original Xbox was cool, but the Xbox 360 had hardware issues, and so they never recovered the market from that. Plus, PlayStation had a market. They started with a market with the PlayStation 1, but anyone that came to video games with the PlayStation 2 or the Xbox, original Xbox, they were pretty, there was a decision to make, but then the 360 was kind of a mess. But the Xbox One, I've got an Xbox One X that I'm actually playing on. I have an Xbox Series S that I could switch to at any time. Oh no, I wanted so badly to not have to waste a rewind on this guy, because I think this might be my last rewind. I'm still in 12. I'm not going to get first place. So I will risk not winning, not accomplishing my goal, which in this case is winning on medium, and not switch it down to easy. I try not to play the same race more than 3 times. I would play it a lot more if I was just playing on my own, but you know, content. I'm going through a career, so for the content, I don't want to just keep playing the same race over and over again. You do things a bit differently when you're doing it for a public audience. No matter how small that audience may be at times. My views have been down over the summer, and that's understandable. I think all views go down over the summer. My views on YouTube at least. Still gaining subscribers though, at about the same pace I always have been. Followers on Twitch, subscribers on YouTube. But speaking of subscribers, I'm thinking about setting up a bot to say this. Subscribing on Twitch costs money, but not if you spend Jeff's money. If you have Twitch Prime, and you get that automatically if you have Amazon Prime. You can link your Amazon account within Twitch. You can go to your connections tab and link your Amazon account, and if you do, then you get Twitch Prime. And if you're a Twitch Prime member, you can subscribe to 1 channel a month for free. It doesn't automatically renew like other subscriptions do. But I get as much money for it, so and it does count as a subscription. I think you do get a subscription badge. You are not eligible for a founder badge though, and I think I still have a handful of founder badges. So if you subscribe with your money, not either a gifted sub from someone or Prime gifted from Jeff himself. I should mention that more often. I'm not big on counting, subscribers. followers and subscribers on YouTube, I look at a little bit, but I don't really care how many subscribers I have. It does cost me a little bit, a small amount per month to do all this, but I'm a retired guy. This is my retirement project. I'm not trying to chase money or anything. If I could have, I would not have tried to become monetized on Twitch. But if you are not monetized on Twitch, you don't gain access to some things that benefit the user crowd. And primarily, there's a magic box called a transcoder that you need to have access to in order to stream at different resolutions. Otherwise, you're stuck streaming at like 1080 only. And they don't have enough of those to go around, so they only give them to partners and affiliates, people that are monetized. And yes, I'm going to restart. Oh, I could have said restart and then just change the difficulty right there. Would have been fast to do that because they take me right back at the beginning of the menu, which is not why not take me back to where I was? Why, oh why? Okay, I will select this vehicle. I will clean it and respray it. I will select it. And this is still faster than going to the options, main options menu. Okay, I will risk having to run this race 4 times and run it in medium because I think I can beat him in medium. I think it will be a good race if I beat him in medium. I should have run it in medium on the second race though. Yay. Gameplay, difficulty, medium, fly, restart the race. I don't need the mileage on this car anymore, or the definitely don't need any more money in order to be worthwhile to finish any races. So I could have just right away retired that race, restarted it with me. It would have not given me mileage credit had I said restart at the end of the last race rather than continue. And then I would have been able to change the difficulty, restart the race right away. Okay, now, I said it'll be a good race, but I should be able to win this in medium difficulty. Watch me not be able to win it in medium difficulty now. I don't want to have to run this race 4 times. Oh well. I am coming the end of what I can do in Red Legends. I won't be able to complete all of the career mode, sadly, because one, there are bugs in there are bugs in the sponsorships, and to complete it you have to run certain sponsor races, and certain sponsors seem to have bugs that don't let you meet their objectives. So I'm not sure anybody could finish the complete career mode. I'm just going. I fell far behind the people in front of me, but it's lap 1. I'm still going. I'm not going to waste a reset. Unless I lose a tire, the damage doesn't do a lot. I do have actual damage on, not cosmetic damage. And unless I lose a tire, it doesn't really stop you unless you get something really hard. You might get terminal damage, but that kind of damage that should knock the car out of the race doesn't, because it is, you know, arcadey, sim-cade, not a sim. What was I talking about again? There's two reasons you will hear me pause. One is because I can't remember what I was talking about. And two is because I'm actually trying to concentrate on the race. And you can't tell the difference, but I know the difference because anyone who watches me would know the difference. Because if I'm trying to concentrate on the race, I have my tongue sticking out like the little boy that I am. The tired little boy that I am. But if I'm just trying to think of what I was in the middle of, I'll just get a perplexed look on my face, like a, wrinkled brow kind of look. I have a feeling that I should have done this on easy. I don't think I'm going to win this race. I think it was a fluke that came in third in the first race on hard mode. But we'll see. Easy mode, there is quite a difference in difficulty in both. Each difficulty level is quite a difference. I should be able to win in easy mode. Although there were certain vehicles that did give me a challenge in easy mode. But and another nemesis, how about that? Ah, good. I had no idea where that guy was, so I didn't know where I was going to have to go to pass him. See, this is fun. This is fun. I love this part of the game. I'm still only in 6th place. I got to get up to the leader path. And yes, it does have, drafting effects and rear-wheel drive versus front-wheel drive effects, drivetrain effects, etc. So, and though you can upgrade it, there's really maybe a key place where I should have rewound. Or tune it, not upgrade it, but tune it. But the tuning is, yeah. The next game I play will be much more of a sim. It comes down to 2 different games. I haven't announced which one yet. While I am streaming this, I have a vote going up on my community page on YouTube. So if you're watching this as a stream replay, or watching it live on stream, go to my community page on YouTube. That's where I put everything. I don't have a Discord or anything. I don't use any other social medias right now for announcements. I was going to have a Discord. That would be one of the things I'd like to set up, but I had somebody that was going to administer it for me. And okay, that one I am going to rewind. Take a chance. It won't run out. I had somebody that was going to administer it for me. Yeah, right. That made no difference. He was determined to ram me. Sorry for the throat clear. Can't really mute while I'm driving. So, if I want to communicate to you, I will do that on YouTube, on my community page. And that is something that you probably won't get will it show up in your home on your YouTube front page, because yes, I have my tongue out then. Because on YouTube, they don't put community page postings on your homepage. Even if you're subscribed, you say all announcement, you hit the bell and everything on YouTube, yeah, you're not going to get community page posts from your. You have to actually go and read your subscribers' community page. Every post on your subscribers should, or at least every every post back for the last 20 posts on a subscribers community page that you say I want to see all alerts for, and then maybe you'll start appearing on your homepage. So if you want to find out any announcements from me, sadly, you'll just have to periodically go to my YouTube channel. Even if you're not subscribed on YouTube, you have no interest in YouTube, you just watch on Twitch, you'll have to occasionally go on YouTube. Yep, easy. Should have played it on easy. And to make that faster, I will restart. Change it to easy. Options. Gameplay. Easy. Apply. Restart again. Much faster than going back to the menu. You can hold on a second. I need to open another soda. All right, sorry for subjecting you to that inane race side commentary. All right, now I should be able to do it. They start me in 19th. That's one of the reasons why I can't win this race. They normally start you in 11th. Was this like a random start, or they have been starting me in 11th, but earlier in the career, I would always start in 11th. I don't know why I'm starting in 19th this time. It's based on if I restarted the game and re-rolled the dice, would they start me in 11th again? I don't know. Is it because I'm restarting the race? If they put me in 11th, if I just go back to the menu and start the race again, even without restarting the game, would they start me in 11th? I don't know. But I'm on easy, and I should be able to win this, even starting at 19. As you can see, I am just blowing past people. Which is why I don't like to put it on easy, but these cars are hard to control. I'm starting in 19th place. In 5 laps. It's gonna, oh, that was my nemesis doing that. No, I'm not rewinding. That's what nemesis do. They ram into you, they run you off the road. And I got that nemesis, like, not even this race. They've been carrying them over. I don't know what I have to do to reset them. Again, maybe I have to restart the game, which is not what you should do. I probably do have to go back to the career menu, off the main menu, and come back into it. I mean, I've got a whole host of nemesis that were in front of me, and nobody's passed me, so. Yeah, see, now I'm on lap 2, I'm about to move into the lead. Once I move into the lead, I don't have to worry about anyone hitting me. So, it gets kind of boring. Yeah, I'm about to move into the lead if I don't drive like crap. And this is a street race, so you never know when the road's gonna narrow. And I don't recognize that turn. Yes, the vote is on my YouTube community page right now as I'm streaming this. But as you are watching this, there is probably an announcement on my community page about what game I'm going to be playing next. There might even be a trailer, so I can't guarantee that. some of that's going to depend on how much time I have that all set up, whether I can get a good trailer going. And the trailer always has a voiceover to it, which my new tablet for editing things with the, I have to use the Bluetooth headset to do the voiceover. And despite all the fancy settings I can do, I don't think that Bluetooth picks up on a lot of that, to be quite frank. Bluetooth sucks. You can get decent Bluetooth headphones, but a Bluetooth mic is, at least on to an Android tablet, a Bluetooth mic is pretty bad. Not mattering what tablet or mic you have, headset mic anyway. So, but if it may not be any worse than my other plug-in one, but I do have to turn the air off and make sure I record from someplace that's not like a bathroom. Record sitting on my carpet in the living room with all the sofas around me to keep it sounding echoey. Yeah. I hate the fact that my new tablet, which I got specifically to be able to edit videos on, does not have a plug-in microphone cord. Oh, I don't know. I've spent a lot of money on this headset. I blew the budget, to be quite honest. So I blew the budget on the tablet. And in addition, so I overblew the budget. I exceeded my blowing of the budget. How would you say that? I didn't just blow the budget, I blew out the budget by getting a headset that has a good mic for streaming, wireless, right to the Xbox, and stream both to. It can use Xbox, PC, PlayStation. It can do the 2.4 kilohertz whatever connection to all of those. But the only option on the tablet is Bluetooth. And if you look at Bluetooth, you try to find search for Bluetooth mic or Bluetooth headsets or something like that. Nothing is latency free, and the only thing they care about is how good the sound is. So that if you're walking down the street and you're listening to a podcast, boy, will this headset be the right ones for you, or these earbuds or whatever. I don't care about that. Seriously, I don't care about that. I don't listen to podcasts. I don't listen to music on the tablet. I mean, I would if it had a plug-in headset. But I think that's all that they consider you're going to do. Oh, you have a phone or you have a tablet? Well, you don't need a wired outlet. You know, you just use Bluetooth. And hey, maybe we'll give you noise canceling earbuds that you can hear better while you're standing next to the train tracks. Oh, but what about the mic? Oh, sorry, we don't have a mic on those. You need a wired one if you want a mic. And the mic's going to be crappy anyway. Well, I finished the first. Yay. Yay. I got my little checkbox. Yes, I'm an old man, retired old man. I'm an old boomer. I get to complain. I get to complain about the 21st century. No, I love a lot of modern things. I love you know, these video games are a lot better than the video games I used to play. I love the fact that there are tablets now, and I love the fact that, you know, they're getting better and better. But I hate the fact whenever they take a feature away that's actually useful and don't replace it with something that's more useful, like Bluetooth is not as useful as a cord. Corded microphones are better than Bluetooth microphones on tablets and phones. I'm sorry that I wish it wasn't that way. Anyway, it doesn't mean it doesn't affect the company doesn't care because it doesn't affect their market enough. The percentage of people that are recording videos on tablets is too low for them to care. All right, R1, continue. The only reason we have better and better things is because it makes people more and more money. If a better thing stops making people money, then you will lose it for a worse thing. That's kind of how the world works. Let's see. I couldn't live without the internet. That's for sure. Couldn't live without, you know, a good console. Well, I suppose I could live without a good console. Retro games played on old consoles is still a big deal. Or retro games that were released for old consoles that now you play on new consoles. Is fun. I have Doom and I have Quake and I have other classic retro games that I can play on here. Banjo, Kazooie, or a bunch of them. I can even play old Atari video game system, old Atari 2600 games. You can buy like a pack that plays all of them. You buy a pack that plays all the Atari released ones. You can buy a pack that plays all the what was the other company? It wasn't Electronic Arts. There was another company that released a whole bunch of games that were really good. What am I? Track day, because I have 0% in everything, but I don't. I have 100% in everything. What is next? Track day, Hypercar, Event 1. 3 rounds. Okay, I will select it because I have to see what the car is I'm going to be driving. And then I will see if I can get that car. Often you can't buy the car or receive the car until you do this race. And there is also a bug that if you switch to another car in the class, you won't get credit that you need for using the car that they start you with. At least I ran to it in one case. I don't know if it's a problem with all of the different car classes on all of the different difficult, you know, pro, rookie, all the different divisions. But so even though I could go out and buy another car that's better than the one they start you with. Okay, it's the Bugatti Veyron Super Sport. Well, this one I should start on medium. I will try this car on hard for the first race, and then I will try it. If I fail, inevitably, I'll try it on medium. And from that point, I'll start on medium, because I have a feeling Bugatti is not something that I'm going to be able to be very successful with just because of me. You've got Koenigseggs, you've got Ferraris, Aston Martin, Valkyrie. The Bugatti and the Koenigseggs are the big ones, and at least they gave me those. They gave me one of those. I don't know anything about this Ford, how good it is. I know the Aston Martin is awesome, but it's not a supercar. They don't have like the McLaren supercar in here. I mean, maybe it is a supercar. I don't think it's really a supercar. It'd be nice to drive it and find out. Okay, but this is a classic supercar, the Bugatti Veyron. So Yeah, I'm going to exit now and see if I can get this Bugatti Veyron. Get access to this. Do I have to complete this event to do it? If I can get access to it, then I'll start the race with no upgrades and then divide the number of upgrades into the different races I need to do. Okay. This was track day, right? And that should be near the back. You see, I could buy this one, but I couldn't run it in that race. They wouldn't let me run it in that race. I have to run the one that they give me. I would love to try that one. Oh wait, there's the Bugatti. And I have to complete the track day hypercar event 1 to do it. And I have to complete the hypercar event 2 to get the Koenigsegg. That's interesting. Well, that's interesting. I've not seen that before, where I could get this after event 1, but then do they switch me to this car afterwards? Is this the default car, or will I get to choose between them? And this also I can get after event 2. I can buy the Aston Martin and see if I can drive it in the first event. I may run into the bug again, though. I'm going to buy the Aston Martin. I love Aston Martins. I'm not familiar with this car. I don't know if it's a supercar. I think it's just a GT car, but I don't know for sure. So I will buy this and see if they give me a choice on the first event. They probably will not. But it's worth seeing if they give me a choice in the first race, and then it might be worth going into the second race trying to choose this. Well, actually, since I bought it, well, I'm not going to upgrade the livery on it because I might not be able to use it. If I didn't use it, I'll upgrade delivery. Track day. And event 1. Track day hypercar event 1. I'm going to hit the button. Will I get the option? I'm guessing not. No. I bought the car and I can't use it. Even though it's eligible. It's the right class of car. Other people in the race will be using it, but I can't use it. And I bet I can't use it in the second race either. Where is it? Yes, Aston Martin Valkyrie. That's the car I own, but I can't use it. I have to use their rental car that I get no mileage on for using. All right. I will start the race. What? Even how many events are there? It is a circuit race. Okay. Nobody else has this is a game that even after the career mode I would think about playing. I won't because I won't have time, but it is a very fun game to play if you're not trying to do a career, or if you're not trying to do the story mode. They were not focused on those kind of playthrough aspects when they made the game. Oh, I'm still on easy. Yeah, I was wondering, why am I passing everybody so much? I'll try it on hard. Probably not gonna work. That's a nice Bugatti. Love the Bugattis! Always started playing them like on Forza Motorsports, whatever I started playing, 4 or 5. I'm told that this, and I don't know how true this is because I don't have either one, but I'm told that the Forza Motorsports and the PlayStation Gran Turismo could not get licenses for some cars for their latest update. There's been a lot of bad talk about PT7, is it? And the latest Forza Motorsports, which they didn't give a number to. They just they decided, okay, we're just gonna call it Forza Motorsports. Reboot. I don't know. They did that with Grid Legends too. The previous game to this was just called Grid Legends. Or just called Grid. I'm sorry, it was Grid series. Just called it Grid. Now they're calling it Grid Legends without a number. There was a Grid and a Grid 2 before that. So I'm going to call it Forza Motorsports 8. I think it's the 8th one. Anyway, so that's what I heard. Maybe they now have licenses, one or the other, Gran Turismo or Forza Motorsports, so that the garage is full again. But you want a full garage, you have to get like Motorsports 7 or GT6, whatever one is, or maybe you want to get like a Forza Horizon. I don't know if Forza Horizon 5 has a nice garage. Does it have all the cars that Forza Horizon 4 had? Because 4 had all the cars that 3 had, and 3 had all the cars that 2 had. So I don't know. I could play Forza Horizon 5 on this Xbox One. It came out still. But I really got turned off of Forza Horizons because one of the aspects of Forza Horizons that is really cool is the not just racing around and driving through barricades and stuff, but the collector aspect. You know, you spin the wheel and you get free cars. You do certain things, and then you can get cars on the auction, and you know, the special event cars or special edition cars. And with Horizon 4, you could collect the different things for your driver, and you know, which had no effect in the game, but cosmetics and stuff, suits and stuff like that, clothing, and not cosmetics like Rouge. Not cosmetics like, you know, lipstick, fake eyelashes. No, cosmetics like, you know, helmets and stuff. But then Forza Horizon 4 started putting up skill walls. To get certain special edition things, you had to be able to beat the game against the extreme AI or something like that, which I couldn't do. But even worse, you couldn't get in on the Lego expansion, which is one of the stupidest things ever, but was fun to play. You couldn't. I am playing this on hard, right? You couldn't get. I don't even have to win. On the Lego expansion, the quote-unquote final race, you couldn't get, and it didn't open up any more track, but it was a special race that you couldn't play unless you collected all the bricks, and collecting the bricks involved getting 3 stars on all the stunt things, and I could never get 3 stars on a drift to save my soul. I'm lucky if I got 1 star on a drift event, because I can't drift. I have no interest in drifting. No interest in getting better at it. I don't like any of those kind of hooning, tricky things. But you have the 3-star everything, literally, to get in the final race. I couldn't do that. That's, to me, is a skill wall. And skill walls don't belong in racing games. You should be able to, it's so easy to turn down the difficulty of a racing game. But there's no difficulty in these stunts. They have difficulties on the different races against the AI. You can turn down the AI difficulty. But you couldn't turn down the difficulty of the stunts you had to do. You might get 1 star, 2 star, 3 stars, depending on, say, these big jumps, how far you jumped. But that was okay. I didn't care if I couldn't collect 3 stars in anything, because it didn't actually give me anything in the game to collect. But when I no longer could unlock all the cars, because I couldn't beat the extreme AI, and I no longer could unlock that last race, I said, that's it. Forza Horizon 4, I'm done. I'm not going to play anymore. I'm not going to buy Forza Horizon 5. Because Forza 4 didn't have that when it came out. I loved Forza Horizons 4. So, yeah, that's why I stopped playing that game. Continue. I won. Only in 3rd place. All right, I'm at 46 minutes. I should end it here. But I am going to just check to see. Oh, what? I have another event to do? I forgot. But this was a multi-event race. Well, you know what? I am going to end the episode here while this loads. At least I still have another hour to go. So I can do it. I can do that. If you're watching on Twitch, I'm just taking a break. I'll be back because I have another hour to go on the stream. So if you're watching on Twitch, I'll be right back, and we will do this leg of this event. If you're watching on YouTube, though, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. The next episode will be the next weekday I keep getting this wrong. It's a weekend stream. The next YouTube episode will be the next weekend at 6 p.m. U.S. Central Time, which is midnight in UK and noon the next day in New Zealand. I think I messed up the times last time. Anyway, you'll know when it comes out. Subscribe on YouTube, ding the bell, all that stuff. All right, Twitch, stick around. I'll be back in just a few. YouTube, next episode. Either way, thank you much for watching, and I will see you then.